Hi everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays The Binding of Isaac. We're due for a random run. We've almost run the cycle here, haven't we? We've beaten the game with Isaac a few times in a row. Cain, Judas, Samson, maybe no Judas actually. Cain twice. Samson was in there once, I think. We've got a pretty impressive streak going, and it could end at any time, which is why I'm bragging about it now. Well, it still exists, because once it's gone, it's gone. There was a... just prior to PAX, I think, or just prior to GDC, I can't remember which one of the two it actually was, but I won maybe like 5 runs in a row, and at the time, that was unprecedented, very exciting, and I was very happy about it. Then I lost one, and it was gone forever, and it was back to, 50-50, which is why I'm kind of relishing it now, because you never know if this might be the last streak I might ever go on, or the last streak I'm going to go on for at least a few months, so... I apologize if it's insufferable to hear me talk about how well I've done in The Binding of Isaac. I owe a lot of that credit to the game, and even more of that credit, obviously, to the commenters like you who have given me a great bit of good advice over the past few years. But still, even with experience and skill, Isaac is a very luck-driven game. A lot of parts of it, at least. Overall success, especially if you're going to beat Isaac and or Blue Baby, are oftentimes determined by the items that you get, more so than your actual play, or at least equivalent to your actual play. So, basically, fuck all y'all. I don't know where that kind of petered out before I ended up getting the momentum that I wanted to, or the message that I wanted to out, but no, sincerely, thank you very much. Hopefully, we'll be able to make the same thing happen here. We've started as Maggie. Maggie's got advantages and disadvantages. Main advantage, extra health. The Yum Heart is of middling to mixed quality. Results may vary while using it. But what I'm trapped in the poop. I didn't see that there was a poop there. That's alright, we're still alive here. What I will say is that it's really nice if we don't get a spacebar item, we can at least use this to make our blood bank play a little bit more effective. And really, I'm going for the boss room right off the bat here. Boss rooms, I should say, because we're on an XL floor, and oh shit, we just got PhD and 3 of the same pills in the coin purse. They're all speed upgrades. Could have been better. Okay, so 2 speed upgrades and bad gas. You know what? We could use the 3rd speed upgrade. 3 speed upgrades and bad gas. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't accidentally making myself so fast that I was actually, making it deleterious. So hopefully we end up being able to get a deal with the devil after this, as well as an HP upgrade. As far as, like, roller coasters go, that was an emotional one. I was like, we got PhD and then 3 of the same pills. If that's 3 HP upgrades, we're in such a good position. If that's 3 tears upgrades, we're gonna be, breaking faces on our way to the next boss fight. But no, we're just gonna be walking a good bit faster. I was gonna say a little bit faster, but no, we're probably moving at like double the speed, or 1.5 times our previous speed. And that's cool. That makes backtracking a little bit more palatable. But yeah, that coin purse certainly could have gotten better. That doesn't necessarily mean our whole pill rotation is bad, but certainly the speed upgrades I'm more or less sick of. Almost a little bit too fast, actually. Maybe should have saved one of them. Brother Bobby and Ouija board. Pretty terrible first deal with the devil items. That being said, we've recovered from bad luck and had some very good runs, despite having early game, dubiousness, if that makes sense. In fact, on our last run, I didn't think we'd do that well. We ended up picking up Mom's Knife and Polyphemus, so, I mean, obviously I wasn't in an awful situation, but, yeah, we ended up getting deals with the angel after deals with the devil proved to be fruitless, and then, all of a sudden, we're dealing with, Guardian Angel, Relic, Miter, Scapular, Mom's Knife, Polyphemus, and on the difference between, like, 1 or 2 floors was basically like, I don't know if we're gonna have a good chance to win this run, to, oh, there's no chance of losing this run, so that can happen here, too. And I'm just hoping that I play a little bit better on this run, because on the last 2 runs that I've done, I haven't played particularly strongly. I've taken a lot of stupid damage from poor dodging and stuff like that, but I'm hoping that I'm in the groove now. This is the 3rd episode I've recorded today. If I can't play The Binding of Isaac after that length of time, I probably don't deserve to still be playing The Binding of Isaac, but you can't stop me. Ha ha. So first floor has been... I don't want to say perfect with respect to its items so far, but with respect to its play, there's not much else we could have done to make this work. There's a tinted rock here, but there's also another tinted rock on an earlier room. That being said, if this one spawns a chest or something in the middle, or a key, that's fine too. Then this is okay. And I think what we can do here is maybe pop out quickly and then pop back in and see if this gets the secret room. Hey, I'm always surprised when that actually works. So we get 3 more cents as a result of that. I love that trick. I'm not amazed that the trick worked. I'm a little amazed that the trick worked, I'll be honest. Oh, we got the quarters, so we're definitely going to the shop here. That's actually an okay item, I'd say, to get on the first floor. Because now, with 4 keys, we can go to the first 2 shops. That could give us a distinct advantage over an average run. But, I'm always surprised when I actually find the secret room and get something else using that trick. It's been a very useful trick. It's kind of cheesy. It'll probably be taken out of Rebirth. So be it, right? Now, inside of here, we get the 9-volt. Totally fine. It was also half price, which means I can pretty much guilt-free buy this bomb here. And by buying this bomb, I can blow up this rock right here. Might have been able to do something funky there, but whatever. And that gives us another bomb, so we just paid 5 cents for a bomb overall. Not a great trade, but hey, we got the 9-volt. Not the best item in conjunction, or Yumheart, I should say, is not the best item in conjunction with that, but we've got a good future ahead of us with respect to that, and it's down to the next floor with a lot of hope going on. Oh, no, wait, that's an XL floor. Okay, never mind. Now I remember why I wasn't so excited about the quarter. We were on an XL floor, which unfortunately means that we're only going to get 1 shop where there's guaranteed no greed. It could still be okay. We could still not have greed on this floor, but we could run into greed. Obviously, that didn't work out the way that I planned. Maybe shouldn't have blown up the tinted rock, but whatever. We got a little bit out of it. It's Catacombs 1, so it's not an XL floor. I'm way more excited about that because it does effectively, you know, double the amount of shops we could theoretically have going. You don't do the math on that one. Just take it at face value. I think I'm right, but it's okay. This guy should be dead. We are dealing with the, you know, standard Meggy problems. I'm so glad we have the Joker card. I'm gonna pop it right away. Awesome. That's an all stats upgrade. We also got that on the last run, I think, or 2 runs ago. I can't quite remember, but yeah, I was gonna say we're dealing with standard Meggy problems like you know, lack of offensive output, basically. That being said, now that we have the Halo, we're not necessarily wrecking face. That was awful. I got totally trapped in there. We're not necessarily wrecking face, but we'll be a little bit stronger than yesterday. Now I'm nothing but a highway. One of these days I'll look up the lyrics to that Britney Spears magnum opus. No, more like Britney Spears magnum condom. That's another speed upgrade. At this point, I'm going to take it just because it's funny. Too many speed upgrades is definitely a bad thing, but now we can guilt-free, or guilt-free's become a little bit too much of a catchphrase for my personal takes. I need to use it less often so that when I use it, I can use it guilt-free. But yeah, now we can pick up lard and we won't have any, well, it'll actually be like 2 positives instead of just, oh, we'll get a lot of HP, but it'll make us slower. Same for the small rock. Oh, we'll get some damage, but it'll make us slower. Now it'll be like, oh, it'll give us damage and it'll make us slower. Awesome. So there's 2 good reasons to pick it up. Now we are on the lookout for a bomb or a ladder, and I hesitate to say that because I really would prefer if our shop didn't waste its potential just by becoming a ladder hole. That came out a little bit more Papa Don't Preach than I anticipated. Damage still kind of woefully inadequate here to even cut through the flies fast enough, but sure, that at the very least, that all stats upgrade, of course, was an HP upgrade, so to get that for free is always nice. And we've set the precedent of deals with the angel rooms, which means there's an off chance that Sacred Heart could show up. The item of items, dream of dreams, king of kings. Now, we should have turrets or 2 meat dudes. We have turrets. I forget where maybe the meat dudes only show up in the, oh, what have I done here? Maybe the meat dudes only show up in the first floor mob trap room. Alright, we're fine here. Looked a little scary for a while. They're a little touch and go, but we've come out of this with our head and remainder of our life intact. Come on, you know you want to pop up. There we go. Alright. A little bit more exploration. Really do not want to fight greed. Well, we're about to find out, as if on cue. Occasionally, by the way, over the course of hashtag the streak, I've had some people say, Northernlion, how can we know for sure that you're not just, like, getting rid of, you know, runs that you don't win on? Let's check out our shop. Hey, blue candle. I know we have the 9-volt, but we will replace, oh, and we want that bomb, too. I will replace, the Yumheart with blue candle just because it's much, much better. Is that a good enough explanation? But yeah, people will say, how do we know you're not just taking runs where you lose and deleting them? I'll real talk you here for a second. The reason that would never happen is because, you know, this is my job. And I rely on the proceeds from this series, it's my most popular series, to allow me to do things such as buy groceries, pay rent, etc., etc. So if I have a 45-minute run and I lose on it, that's going up. The monetary gain from winning like 10 Isaac runs in a row is, spoilers, fucking nil. So rest assured that if you have a conspiracy theory up here suggesting that I'm deleting bad runs, You're the dude who looks like a big ding-dong. Take that kind of shit to our conspiracy. They'll eat it up. Just follow the money, man. It only makes sense. Anyway. But chemtrails, though. That shit's real. We're just going to kill this boss with Blue Candle. We're going to get Cat of Nine Tails in return. I think that's totally fair. Good compensation for our time. And on to the next floor. 4 speed upgrades deep. Blue Candle. Lots of crazy shit going on right here. But that was an okay floor. The speed upgrade and range upgrade, what the fuck ever. I think it's actually a lie, right? Like that item, it says, it's not growth hormones, I forget what it is, but it says speed plus range, but it's actually just a speed upgrade. Is that correct? Let me know if that's correct. I think that's correct. So even though like the range upgrade is basically worthless anyway, in my opinion, but even though it's just a speed upgrade, that's basically meaningless. It's not necessarily bad. It's not necessarily good. The only reason it's bad is because it's not good, if that makes sense. We just don't need any more speed at this point. You know, I think I might just walk over that nickel, even though we can maybe use a bomb to make it happen. Because it would make the shop potentially worthwhile, and that's pretty valuable to me. I thought I had something to say, but I've forgotten about it now. But no, the other things on that floor. The halo, sure, totally cool. And Cat of Nine Tails, terrible, but we did end up, oh shit, we got Polyphemus for like the 9th time in a row. Not that that has anything to do with the hashtag streak right now, or hashtag the streak. But yeah, I had a pretty good floor on the last run, or pretty good run on the last floor, I'd say. Another key, very nice. I would love to go to the shop if possible. This is a weird run, because like, we've gotten some good items, we've gotten some bad items. Oh, that was the worst dodging of all time. Definitely don't deserve a deal with the angel after that, but may still get one because life's not fair. Very terrible dodging. I've taken like 2.5, 3 hearts worth of damage against the easiest boss that we could be fighting right now, and it just continues to stack up despite there being basically no enemies in my way. Tears upgrade here is actually super important though. But yeah, it's a weird run because like I keep getting really good things mixed in with like things that are kind of shitty. But that's okay. You know what? Yeah. There we go. We got that nickel. I think that was well worth the heart. With that and gambling on the blood bank, we should be able to get to the 15 cents necessary to buy an item. Although, if I had to hedge my bets, I would say that it's probably a pretty safe guess to imagine that greed will be in the shop. And that's okay too. We have a really nice, you know, combination of items for dealing with greed. Not that greed is as difficult as he used to be in my eyes, at least. I mean, he wasn't nerfed. I've just fought against him 1,000 times now, so I know what to expect. And we got a huge unfair advantage in Isaac, because I can adapt to the enemies, but the enemies can't adapt to me. So that, you know, pretty much stacks the odds permanently in my favor. And we have a boss trap room here. You're aware, of course, at this point that this is a very important kind of corridor on this room. We'll definitely try to make good use of that boss trap room, hopefully snag an HP upgrade and get enough money to go to the shop, and we could potentially snag 2 really useful items here. 3 if you count the blood bag. Or we could snag 0 useful items, but a decent amount of money that we'll probably immediately have to gamble into getting more HP if we want a chance to survive. Alright, so we're up to 22 cents. Pretty good position to be in. We don't go fight greed right away, if that is indeed greed in the shop, which I assume it will be. Instead of that, watch out for the fucking spikes. There we go. Instead of that, we want to see if there's an HP upgrade in here. It's a range upgrade, and I hesitated to pick it up. Why did I pick it up? You're gonna think this is a bullshit reason. Practice. I only have 1 heart right now. I want to... Oh, they could have spawned a Larry Jr. right on top of me. That would have been bad. Practice. I want to stay fresh. That is going to do it right there. Not to say that that was a difficult fight, obviously, by any stretch of the imagination, but I did. That was the reason I kept going. That was the reason I didn't stop and, you know, just say, hey, I don't need a range upgrade. I wanted to make sure I stayed fresh, because we could have a greed fight coming up soon. Now, I think it's prudent before we go and possibly fight greed to maybe snag a little bit more HP. Wow, that worked out quite nicely. This is a just-in-case kind of gamble. We're going to come back down here, and might as well let that explode so we never have to deal with it again. No greed. Instead, there's just a compass. That's really nice. Very tempted to buy maybe that tarot card. Who knows? It could be the Hierophant or something like that. But instead, we're going to come back in here, and we're going to gamble a little bit more. I feel comfortable going down to 1 heart again. A little risky in case we end up on Necropolis or something like that. But, of course, remember that as we gamble more and more, not only does that open up the possibility of future shops to us, but gives us a chance at that blood bag, and gives us an out that we can gamble for more red hearts for. And we don't just need red hearts, more keys, more bombs, etc., etc. So, I'm just going to keep up with that. Oh, what? Don't get hit by these fucking flies, I swear to God. Every once in a while, I see on Twitter, someone will say, I got killed by a fly in the arcade, can you believe it? And I'm like, yes, I fucking can, because it's happened to me many times. Fly Love should make it so that doesn't happen. We have PhD. Dare we take like a 5th and 6th speed upgrade? You know, I'm actually going to do it. That's what this run's going to be. I'm going to handicap myself a little bit by making myself a little bit too fast. So I have to be, again, fresh. I have to stay crisp. Stay frosty, they say. More red hearts, please. Remember when you gave me those red hearts earlier and I gambled them away? Well, I need more. Hey, that'll do. So we're not gonna leave yet. We're gonna continue gambling because I can gamble a little bit more on the actual blood bank, and I can't gamble on the blood bank after I pick up the Eternal Heart. So we'll just keep this up for now. I'm content to gamble all of the money away at this point. That's a new pill. We got a PhD. Full health? Health up. Oh man, we're starting to make some good swings here. Who dares wins. Now, be cool here. Red hearts. Red hearts. 1/2 red heart. So we're gonna gamble this twice. Give us a little bit more money. A lot more money, actually. We blow it up. That gave us 1 full red heart, which makes me feel a little bit more confident, and we snagged that extra Eternal Heart as well. So we're moving real fast right now. No bombs, so the secret room is a non-issue. We're gonna have 8 HP, which is really nice. In all other aspects, except for the fact that we have Blue Candle and Polyphemus, this makes this, what I'm about to say, sound pretty silly. In all other aspects, not a super crazy good run, but it's shaping up to possibly get to that point. We don't need very much more to put us over the edge, let's put it that way. And again, at this point, a quiet win is exactly what I want. Keep the streak alive. 2 more Spirit Hearts is going to help out a great deal in that. And I just want to see if maybe there was some poop in the fire, or, yeah, I want the fire to pay me out in poop. No, that's obviously not the case. I was hoping to see if maybe there was some money in that. Because, we'll probably get enough money to go to the shop anyway. We'll see. XL floor, not an XL floor, sorry, blindness floor. Always annoying, but we should be fine here. I don't really anticipate taking enough damage to kill me. With Blue Candle, most of the enemies who are usually a pain in the ass are not as much of a pain in the ass as a result. Okay, come on. Come on, hit me over here. I want those keys, man. Here we go. Walk it over. That didn't do it. Almost. I want these keys. I'll wait. Nope, that one. No, alright. Well, keep firing. Maybe we can get those other keys as well. That'll do this side. Alright, we'll take this. Now, what about this? Oh, we've got the other one already opened. Okay, good to go. Thank you very much. Now, still not in a great position health-wise. This could be a library, but it could be a shop. If it's a shop, you know, I kind of want to just fight greed, get it over with while I still have HP. $3 bill, y'all. It's a pretty okay item, depending on which trinket we get. Obviously, at some point, we had to fight greed. I don't know what our tier effect is here. That's okay, though. Main thing with $3 bill, the reason I like it is because, like, there's like a 1 in 10 chance that you'll get Mom's contact for a late game boss fight, thereby essentially being the most important item by default on those late game boss fights, except for maybe, of course, Polyphemus, which hey, see, there's Mom's contact right there. Maybe save me from taking a little bit of damage. So we've already been to our shop. We've already been to our item room. All that really remains is the boss room. But we have a lot of unexplored content still here. Might as well go through with it because, you know, truth be told, we're much stronger than the enemies that we're going to be facing for the most part. I still hate fighting, you know, little miniature massive infamy. That's okay, though. Bomb for us. Hey, here's an obvious pick for an enemy that'll be in Rebirth. How about a nub that summons spiders, but instead of the little spiders, it summons the big spiders? Could be a champion version of an existing nub. Maybe, maybe not. Just think about it. I think that'll probably find its way in there. I'm not trying to spoil anything. I don't know. I can neither confirm nor deny. I would just hazard a guess that seems like a pretty obvious pickup to me. A pretty obvious play to me, I guess I should say. There's triple shot there. Whoop, we'll just do one of those bad boys right there, and then go, whoop. All right. Boss room should be, like, right there, basically. Could get a deal with the angel here. Would love to get a deal with the angel here. Not dropping any bombs on this dude slash lady. Not that there's anything wrong with either or anything in between on that spectrum. Now, we'll just knock this shot. He put down the most tactical, toxic shit I've ever seen in my entire life and just said, nope, like, D-fucking-nied. Like, becoming a brick wall in Wayne Gretzky's 3D hockey on the Nintendo 64 Entertainment System. Why do they? Was that a marketing thing or a legal thing? How they always called them like the entertainment system. I would, you know, you might be saying obviously it's a marketing thing. They wanted you to subconsciously associate it with entertainment, blah blah blah. But it might be a legal thing because a lot of gaming laws in the world. Ooh. All right, baby. Keep on rolling. I think I'm just gonna take the ability to fly here. Yes, Guppy's Paw would be interesting, so we'll use it and we'll quadruple fucking down on it. Sure, by all means, why not, right? You only live once. We're like basically hindering ourselves. Not that that's necessarily a super negative thing to have done, because you know what? I still like this, and I'll explain why. I'm gonna pick up the HP. This will allow me to gamble on the blood bank a little bit. And I could have taken Guppy's Paw with me, but Blue Candle's such an integral part of our run. But yeah, you might think that like calling something the blah blah entertainment system is like, when you hear the word entertainment, you're like, this is it, it's the night, etc., etc. I gotta buy that thing, get it inside of my brain waves. We got homing tears for this room. Not my favorite. But it, you know, a lot of laws are kind of antiquated and lump video gaming in with gambling. I know in Vancouver, there's this bar called EXP Bar, and it's a bar that's kind of styled like, you know, what's that place called? Mana Bar? You know, the one that was started by Yahtzee Crawshaw, the Zero Punctuation guy. I may have mispronounced his name. If so, I apologize for that. Lots of names to keep in this old noggin here. So you can, like, you know, it's video game themed. They've got video game themed food, video game themed drinks, etc., etc. But also, the crux of the bar, as you might expect, because of the crowd that it seemingly would cater to, is that you can go there and play video games with your friends. You can have some beers, play video games. Super cool, right? Instead of going hanging out at a place and it's like whoop, whoop, whoop. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You can go and there's a little bit more laid back place. You can play Marvel vs. Capcom with your friends. They got consoles, video games, and stuff like that. And I don't know if this is the exact narrative, but after he built it, I know that because I've been to it once. You can't play consoles at it, and I was like, why can't we play the consoles? And it's like, oh well, under BC, like British Columbia, which is the province that Vancouver is a part of, under BC law, you know, you can't actually have like gaming machines and alcohol in the same establishment unless it gets like a casino license or something like that. So yeah, it's antiquated, but it's the sad truth basically, because that bar would be. Not that it's bad, you know, I had a good time the time that I went there. I would recommend it to people. I'm a little bit wary about things that just pander to gamers and being like, it's a chicken sandwich, but I prefer it because it's called like the Hadoken flame grilled chicken sandwich. That is dumb. But the food's pretty good, and then, you know, it's a bar. It serves bar type things, and it does what it does. But it would be so much better if you could actually just play Super Smash Bros. After you finish your food and slam beers all night, basically. Let's see what this is. Bad gas. Okay. Not that useful for me. So yeah, maybe that's why they had to say entertainment system in the oh, Pretty Fly's great here. Had to say entertainment system in the marketing material, because otherwise maybe they could be treated as a gambling device of some sort. I don't know. Maybe that's just me blowing smoke. I'm just playing. I'm just talking out of my ass, basically. Now that we have Mom's Purse, I'm really hoping, well, we'll open this one up. We've opened up like 7 of these golden chests on this fucking floor, but I'm really hoping that we can get a better trinket. Unfortunately, there's no fortune teller around. I was just thinking, like, why am I not gambling more? I might as well try to get as many bombs and keys as possible. It's fairly unlikely that we run into a judgment. If we do, we can probably get more money prior to it. There we go, friends till the end. Pretty bad rotation of trinkets to have PhD in, to be honest with you. Now, we really, really cannot afford to take Spirit Heart damage because we have no way of replenishing it. That was the deal with the devil that I signed when I picked up Guppy's Paw and used it, and that is the rigorous kind of criteria that I'm going to have to keep us stuck with here. It also really pays to keep us at a half-heart interval if possible. There's our second orbital. That's awesome. If I can stay at a half-heart interval, permanent Polaroid invincibility will still work, but I would love to get more HP. I guess that is that even worth that much, like getting another red heart at this point? Probably not. Let's just stick with our half-heart interval and move onwards. I think we do have a winning run here. It's not a guaranteed win. I don't want to talk about that. I recently said, now I want to talk about it. Now I don't want to talk about anything else. I recently said it's not like we're likely to run into a judgment, and then we ran into 2 on subsequent rooms. That sucks. If we get a lot of money, we'll try to play them. I will probably look for the secret room with a little bit more fervor now that I know that there's a double judgment situation back here. Seriously though, what are the odds of that? Not horrible, but certainly not very good. Now, that is the... Oh, well, we got the Polaroid. Might as well pick that up on the way into the boss fight, I guess, because the invincibility will start immediately. If I was a secret room, where would I be? Well, I have 11 bombs, so I can take my sweet ass time. That's not it. How about this one over here? Ah, there we go. Alright, and ooh! Why was I excited about that and then not excited about it? Because we could have gotten a trinket out of that. In fact, we did get a trinket out of that, but it's a trinket that has no actual value. Alright. Interesting so far. In our final room here before the boss fight, we have Chab. I put on a little bit of a Bostonian accent there. It wasn't a misspeaking. You're very mistaken, my friend. Oop, that was not so good. Yeah, one more shot should do it if we can actually land one. Alright, so we got the boss fight with Blue Candle. This is a no-brainer. We have compass. Can't recall it. We don't have the map, so we have the compass. That's okay. That is going to let us find the boss room much more easily. And I think this is going to be a little bit touch and go, but I do think that with all the items that we've gotten so far, it should be, I feel, let's put it this way, cautiously optimistic about our chances of winning. We have the homing tier for this shot. That's not the canonical name of the item, but it's okay. And yeah, I feel cautiously optimistic. If you think this is a one-run guaranteed, you should, think a little bit more about the kinds of floors that we can have as the game progresses a little bit. What's this? Of course we get a health upgrade now when I actually don't want it. And I'm not going to take lifesteal for basically that exact reason. And I'm not going to take Isaac's Fork for basically that exact reason. And this is bad gas. The Sun card, I will take. We can't take 2 Polaroids before you ask. Good. The extra HP may or may not be useful, but what I'm thinking is if I have to use the Sun card as a full health pill, I guess the more red heart containers we have, the better that is. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, though. So, of course, as is always the case on these late game levels, can't take damage. Internalize that. Can't take damage. On some of these late game levels, guaranteed Curse of Blindness, apparently, which means that my map finding ability or my compass ability is going to be completely worthless. That is a potentially good tarot card, mostly for the key at this point. Want to stay at a half-heart interval, if at all possible. We are dealing with a surplus of keys relative to what we need to get into the shop, which is always nice. And we do still have another... I guess that's the other reason I shouldn't feel too bad about our health situation here. We have one more chance at snagging a deal with the devil, or angel, but probably devil because there's precedent for it. There's precedent for deal with the angel, but the devil is a little bit more... it takes precedent over the precedent, if that makes any sense at all. So we could get rid of one or more red hearts to pick up a really good item. So many golden chests. I'm not going to pick up any of that. Even though there's money in there, I'm not going to pick it up because the chances of picking up that red heart and ruining a good thing with this permanent Polaroid invincibility are just a little bit too high. But yeah, if I pick up Mom's Knife or something like that, I hope you won't be too mad at me. I'm trying to keep the streak alive. Half a red heart. That's not what we want to see from that champion. Bad damage on my part. We got a key out of it, though. So we're back to a surplus of what we need to actually go to the chest. We have a pretty fly. That's not going to do it. We'll just fly him over the spikes here. And that bomb almost hit me, actually. And this is an important moment. We have our boss fight and a very potentially useful item, a potentially very useless item, and a potentially useful deal with the devil or angel room, or a potentially useless just nothing after this, I guess. We'll see. Skolex, easy fight. Almost took damage by default right off the bat because I couldn't move before he attacked, which seems silly to me. Can't hit him, apparently. Maybe he'll hurt himself with these. Doesn't appear so. What about that, though? All right, we ended up doing like 10% of his health there. We can do like 90% if we could just manage to... There we go. That was better. If we could just manage to hit him, he gets a little bit of a defense bonus there. That one didn't quite hit. Gotta be better with our timing. Come on. There we go. Well, that's good enough. I'll settle for that, because that worked really well. And you know what? That's basically the perfect item for us to snag there. That's Pentagram. I'm just taking a look here. We might as well go to the boss trap room. Oh, man, we got another damage upgrade in the form of Steven as well. We might as well go to the boss trap room. That's one of the advantages of basically being on permanent spirit hearts, so might as well milk it. Just see if we get like a tears upgrade or something in there. That's bad gas again. We can bring it in here, I suppose. It's HP up, so I don't want to take it because it gives us a default HP upgrade. Kind of sucks, but whatever. Same reason I'm not going to go to the curse room. Well, not the same reason, but similar reason I'm not going to go to the curse room because I really can't afford to take any spirit heart damage because we're not generating any spirit hearts except those that kind of occur naturally in the environment, which is not working out very well for us so far, but our HP is fine. I can't be too salty about it, because we did start with an awful lot of HP. And I feel a lot better about this whole, 7 speed upgrade thing now that I actually have the ability to fly. That's been working out nicely. That's not the secret room. Blue candle makes the mom's heart fight very easy, especially in conjunction with, basically any number of bombs. We have enough, so that's all we really need to make that work. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen. If they just delayed for like a second more before they came at me, I could have avoided taking damage. This wouldn't surprise me if this is a room that I ended up taking 2 hits of damage on, but I'm, again, a little cautiously optimistic because I've taken out one of them. If I only get hit once here, we actually break even on this room. So I would consider that to be pretty good. Actually, we more than broke even because we got another key back. We can use that to open a golden chest if we come across one, which is not that unlikely. Apparently, they've been coming fast and furious despite the fact that I do not have Guppy's tail. There we go. A little bit sneaky there, but it ended up working. Oh, yeah. And again, kind of a room that I consider a little unfair, but so be it. We can absorb costs like that if we have to. So, don't get hit, and then we can just use tears for this guy, and here we go. This is the moment of truth. Start doing the crowd control, start doing the tears. Mom's heart is going to melt pretty quickly, and more importantly, for now, the enemies that Mom's heart sends against me are going to melt even more quickly. And there we go. We even managed to do it with the blue candle charge saved up, so that's going to make crowd control even easier. Zambros come in, and now we're going to be on permanent bombs, so that's ideal, basically. Oh, almost got hit twice there, but managed to pull it out. It's okay. A couple more hits will finish this off. Probably don't even need to finish it with blue candle, but I will. And we definitely don't want to pick up that red heart, so are you starting to believe in this one? I mean, you probably have been believing for a long time, and I'm just making it seem more grandiose than it actually is. But we are piecing together some pretty good shit here, in my opinion. We've had a lot of luck, but I also deliberately hamstrung myself a little bit, not to be like, hey, check out how good I am at the Binding of Isaac, but just to have some fun with it, Joker card, sure, why not? We have not taken any Guppy items. I don't want to take them at this point. This is gonna seem like a coward's way out, but again, if we have to use the Sun card, it's an asset to have this extra HP, and having Guppy's tail at this point, this late in the game, doesn't mean anything. We're gonna get items out of every chest anyway on the chest, I believe, so it would just be throwing one heart away to not really get that much in response. Now this Judgment, it could be interesting for us. We'll see. I'm gonna put some more health down here, or put some more money down on him here. Please don't pay out with an HP upgrade like right against the edge of the door here. That was my fault for placing him in that position, I suppose. Devil card, pretty useful. We could use that on Isaac and then take the Sun card with us for Blue Baby. I think that would work out fine for us. He gave us Holy Water. It makes Abel worse, I guess, but is not effectively that bad. So yeah, what I'm thinking right now, disregard the feline noises in the background. What I am thinking right now is we'll go back, we'll get that Devil card, we'll use the Devil card on the... oh, watch out for hearts here. Okay, we'll use the Devil card on the Isaac fight, keep the Sun card for later. Oh man, it's like right on top of Holy Water. There was almost no way for me to avoid picking that up. And it's actually a good thing it turned Abel into Brother Bobby. I think Abel is a bad to middling item, let's put it that way. At best, Brother Bobby's a little better. So until Holy Water works, then it will be Brother Bobby, which is actually better for me, I think. So there's the Devil card. We actually have the Teeth upgrade, or, well, lateral upgrade. It's an upgrade. We have Bloody, or Tough Love, I should say. I always want to say Bloody Knuckles. For the boss fight, which is actually pretty solid. Those teeth are going to do a lot of damage. I can dodge, but perhaps more importantly, make sure to use Blue Candle to not only do damage, but also defensively block some of these shots coming in. And, oh, that was not very good. We're starting to see our Spirit Hearts, which makes me a little nervous, but we are about to get to the chest. And that's great. That's just good. No, it's actually great. This is a very scary moment for me. Managed to make it out of there without getting hit again, which is kind of surprising. And there we go. You're dead, and now we just have to take care of your little fetus army. And there's no joke to be made there, so don't even look for it. I already tried. It's gonna be a little close. I think this might be the closest chance we've had to the streak possibly ending in quite some time. We shall see, though. these 4 items in the chest are going to be of critical importance. Sacrificial Dagger's alright. Peeper's Eye's alright. Ghost Baby's alright. Chocolate Milk can suck it. So, we got 3 okay items. Let's move along. Can't stress enough how much the Relic Miter would have been useful. What I am... Oh, I pushed him into me. That's sort of my own fault there. I want to kill Sloth last for the tarot card. Oh, well, we got Bob's Rotten Head instead. And maybe we'll check very quickly for like a secret room. Wow, okay, that was unexpected. Had very good luck accidentally finding secret rooms on this run. That money is unlikely to be very useful at all, but at least we know. And we're going to repeat the process here. Kill Sloth last. And by killing Sloth last, that will give me a tarot card. Yes, I could get HP, including... Oh, I killed Sloth. I almost killed Sloth first. Don't want to do that. There we go. We were 1 shot away from making it happen. That was stupid of me. The World card. Yes, we'll pop it. Might as well. Got the Sun card. What's better, Eve's Birdfoot or Blue Baby's Soul? Probably Blue Baby's Soul. I don't know how this is going to work in conjunction with Holy Water plus Brother Bobby. So be it. Now, watch out for bombs here. Those are the most important thing to keep an eye on. That did some damage to Famine, which is nice. Now we just got to fight against War. And I would not want to be War right now, because not only do I do a lot of damage, but his thing is like, well, if you get me down to the point where I don't have my horse anymore, I'm going to run and I'm going to catch you. Good fucking luck. I've taken like 9 speed upgrade pills since this run started. That's going to be bad for your business and wonderful for mine. Still no extra spirit hearts. Why even walk in there again? Very good question. I don't have an answer for it. What do we do here? We're going to kill Sloth last. This one's even more of a no-brainer because there's no gluttony, which means, you know, we would rather have bombs or a potentially game-winning tarot card. I'm going to go ahead and say that potentially game-winning tarot card is the strongest one there. 2 of Clubs is not necessarily a game-winning tarot card, but it's 12 bombs. This one is actually the first time we've had some confusion. Who do I want to kill last on this one? Shit, man. I don't know. I guess I want to kill Wrath last for the bombs, but it seems like that's not really that big of a deal. So we killed Greed last instead, and we got money. La-di-fucking-da. Now, Daddy Longlegs, a little annoying. I think if we go into the boss fight with roughly this amount of health, we're going to be totally fine. Maybe not totally fine, but we're going to be fine, all things considered. Remember, we don't have the same devil card that we had on the Isaac fight, and I don't want to pick that up yet. We want to make sure we get the maximum time of permanent Polaroid invincibility as is humanly possible. Good start to this fight. Now just stay vigilant. This has not been like a, wow, he rose up from like obscurity to actually put together a half-decent run here. That being said, this has not been as much of a gift as a lot of the runs on the road here have been, and I am a little bit more wary than usual. But with the Sun card granting me some extra time, with the bounty of permanent Polaroid invincibility, we're going to be fine, and the streak's going to continue. Feels good to be able to say that. Almost took some not so fantastic damage in there. My luck has continued. Right place, right time, and here we are at the right place, the end of the game, and the right time, the end of the episode. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. And, of course, click subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. The streak lives. And I'll see you next time.